Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. If you're new, welcome. Today we are going over another replica bag. I have a problem. I know this, but I can't stop. Another Louis Vuitton. I shared a video with you all last week, I believe it was, about this Louis Vuitton Keep All 45 and my really only con strap. The strap itself is nice. I mean, it's leather. It's the vachetta leather. Everything seems to be nice on it. The stitching is just like a slight bit too yellow. That's already kind of started to fade. I let this bag sit out in the sun for about, I don't know, maybe a couple days, like 30 minutes to an hour at a time last week. But the only thing that I didn't like, if you all remember, were the lobster claw clasps that attach to the end of the bag. The reason why I didn't like these is because every single bit of hardware on this entire bag is the same, besides these two little lobster clasps. So that was my only really like negative of this bag, considering I did pay for a 1-to-1 mirror replica, or if you would like to call it top quality, whatever you would like to call it. I did pay a price for the bag to reflect that. I really like this bag, but we'll get back into this later. I saw myself really gonna like the Keep All that I got in the 45 centimeters. I have a problem. Now we all know. Welcome to my problem. So I got the Keep All 50 in the monogram. I wanted to keep it. I got it for a couple reasons. I wanted to review another bag, same style of bag from a different seller. But I also wanted to keep it the same pattern. This bag off the bat is different from the other one. The price points were pretty different too. The 45 I paid $290. That included shipping. It got to me fairly quickly. This one, the 50 centimeters, it was, I think, shipping included and everything, it was $137, so significantly different. This dust bag is not as nice of quality as the 45 was. This one, you can tell, especially if you go over to my Instagram, it's linked down below, the picture that I took this morning to put on my story, you can tell that this dust bag is way shinier. I can do a comparison if you all really care, but it's stamped black. You can kind of see on this side, I don't know how well you can see it, but it looks like it's been stamped a couple times, but on this side, you can't really tell that, and there's no bleeding or anything. As soon as I opened this, the first thing that there were a couple things that I saw right off the bat, first thing to compare to my other one. The texture of this bag, the actual canvas, feels almost like, this is going to be weird, but like it feels gummy, like, not that there's like a weird texture on my hands after I stop touching it, but it feels a little like more slick. This one feels like there's almost like a waxy layer on it or something. It feels nice, but that was something I noticed right off the bat. Noticed was the 50 on the side right here. This, I'll have to compare it to the other ones, but I know that my authentic Speedy, and I know the other ones, you're not, and even the Keep All that I have down here, you're not supposed to be, if you look straight on, you're not supposed to be able to see the number here. It is supposed to be tucked underneath this little piece of leather that the D-ring's hanging on it, so it should be higher or the number should be sitting lower. The stamping itself on the 50 is nice. The stamping down here says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. Could be better. I mean, it's not terrible for the price. I like the yellow stitching better on this bag. The color of it, number one, I like a little better. It's almost more of like a mustard color. And I don't know, I'll have to pull out my I really need to treat my Authentic Speedy. It needs to be cleaned and treated, but I want to compare what the texture of stitching is, because this one seems to be a little like shiny yellow, like not really shiny, but like a shiny mustard color, compared to the other one on my 45 is more of a matte color. So I do want to compare those. The glazing on this, well, let's look at the pattern first. I haven't really even got that far. The pattern has 2 LVs in between the leather. That is correct. I think that up here, if you can tell, if you can see up here on this like braided little, not braided, but right by the zipper, I think that you're supposed to be able to see more of the flower pattern up there. But as far as I can tell, the LVs are cut off slightly up here on the side. I'll have to look at that on the Authentic website, because I was under the impression from all these years, because my Speedy does not have any of the LVs cut off at all on any of like the sides, but I've seen on the Authentic site that some of their patterns they have on the monogram, some of their bags, they are cut off. So again, it's not going to keep me from carrying the bag. All of the hardware is really nice. I like the color. When I got the 45, I got the 45 from Old Cobbler. He or she, a great person to go through. Communication was good. I like that we went through email. Should have asked for more pictures as far as like the hardware. So when I was buying this size, I learned from my mistakes, and I had contacted the seller via WhatsApp, sent me a video comparing all of the hardware, the lobster claws, everything, the zipper, the D-rings, the little, I don't know what they're called, little button hardware on the end of everything. She sent me a video of all of that, but she did pull it to the side. She took a video comparing all of the hardware to each other and to this lobster claw, and it is a perfect match to every single thing on the bag. I'm very happy with this new strap. I wish that it would have come packaged a little differently. It came kind of like folded up like this, so now as you can see there are kinks in it. The Old Cobbler one that I got, he put it in a circle with foam all around it, so that was nice. Looking at these little pieces, they seem to be okay. They don't seem to be as nice of quality as the 45 that I paid more money for, so that's a good reason why. I wish that the color was a little bit more, well, I don't know. Yeah, I wish it was a little bit more consistent. I don't know if you all can see. Hold on. Let me take this piece apart. My Old Cobbler bag, all these pieces were packaged separately, so I think that's another reason why they weren't all crinkled. But, so this is the shoulder bag, shoulder strap, and this is one of the handles on the bag. I don't know if you can see the difference in the colors. I will take some pictures and add them in on my Instagram, but they are a little different in color. The handle seems a little darker. The strap seems a little bit more like apple-like. If you hold them far away and you're looking, you really can't tell, but for me, I noticed that. I wish it was a little bit more consistent. I have a problem with some of the glazing on the vachetta pieces that are attached to the bag. If you can see here, this has like a space in between where it's folded over, and there's like, it's not even, so you can see that like half is glazed and half isn't. I don't really love that. I kind of don't want to do anything to the leather on this bag yet. I kind of want to just use it. Now that I have another one, I did treat the 45 with some leather conditioner and I let it sit out in the sun. Overall, this one definitely has more flaws than my 45. However, The price point is significantly different. This one is different from my 45 in the sense that the date code is over here on the back side, and back side I mean the monogram is upside down, so this is the back side. The date code is over here. It is KK1015. On my 45, it's on this one over here with this little mini D ring. You can see how this one's way more white than the one on the bottom. The one on the bottom is my 45. Like I said, I kept it outside. This little fake thing, I don't really care about that. I'll probably throw it away, to be honest. And it did also come with a lock. I'm interested to see what shade gold the lock is. This lock has been my favorite lock that I've got so far. The keys match the lock, which on my last one it did not. The last one, I took my authentic one from my Speedy and put it on the 45 for the weekend. So they both work. So that's nice. So the only thing I'm going to do to this bag is, as far as like treating it, helping it, you know, move along in the process, is I'm going to let it sit for a couple days with some packing stuff in it. And as far as just like letting it get its shape, and see if the edges of that leather pop out any better. The 45 on the plane, and I really thought that this was going to be too big under the seat, but this fit perfect, and I like how skinny it is this way. I mean, I also didn't like cram it full. I wanted to get enough weight in it to, like, you know, give it some, almost like some stretch to the handles and to the crossbody, but it fit perfect where like I could slide both of my feet in beside it. It held up really well. I even put it over top of the bin in our like very last flight connecting home. It didn't get squished. It didn't get scratched. None of the leather looks bad on it. I am very happy. I would recommend this bag. This one came from Old Cobbler. I'll do like a whole post comparing the two sizes that I have. This one came from DH Bags is what I named them on my WhatsApp. So that means that I found this seller on WhatsApp. I'm pretty sure their name is, I'm not sure what their name is. I'm not even gonna look it up right now because my camera's dying, but I'll link it. I won't link it, but I'll put all the information in the description box, and then head over to my Instagram to see more information on both sellers. I will take pictures comparing the colors, and do your homework, research your sellers, look at the reviews, look at pictures people have posted, go on YouTube, go on Instagram. There's a whole world out there. I'm happy with this, very happy. I will let you all know. I'll do like another updated thing. I'll definitely check out my Instagram. That's where I post probably the most often as far as on stories or alerting you all to know that I'm about to post a video. Definitely hit the bell, subscribe, like this video so I know you all are enjoying this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!